Okay, so well, ladies and gentlemen, finally I welcome you all to the amazing match, amazing stream of the day. अगर बात करेंगे, if we talk about the teams, if we talk about the players, well, some amazing teams, amazing players could be seen right now, right here. Talking about the teams, let's Team IS, Team NLZ, Liquid 5, Team TEM, LNRE, S2G. Some amazing teams, but beneath those things. If I similarly talk about the fly path, a decent fly path could be observed starting from those south to western parts of the region and ending toward those northeastern parts of the region. A very chaotic, a very clusterized fly path could be developed off. But apart from these things, if we talk about the major drop clashes, well, Pochinki is one of the region where we could see a lot of major drop clashes. We could also see some major drop clash around military base, but none of a team is traveling around military base, so this could be a difficult chance to take off. This could be a that risky factor what we talk about. But similarly, if we talk about team number 17, they are moving towards those Pochinki region, those cloudy weather, those cloudy region. And talking about the Primorsk, the silent region, well, team number 9 is totally there. Team LN in front of them, it's team NLZ. They are also 4 men standing. They haven't secured any finish point yet. With those 0 finishes point, moving with that great comfort, moving with that great demand onto their side. The first opening knock has been confronted by team number 9. Team number 5 is going forward to take that revenge. Will they able to take that pick? Because having 4 men strong advantage will always give you a lot of boost, but right now I don't think it's going to be that much easy or that much crucial. Some grenades have been pinned out. If the grenade is on point, it will surely make the difference. And Vitamin has taken down Divala, moving for the third one. The last player, the Lone Ranger, surviving for the team. The M762 shots has been taken down, but finally some amazing drop shot have been put forward. Jetzi has been taken down. Talking about the last player, Mochi, she'll take the charge. And finally, with that Scarl pick, I'm sorry, with that Micro Uzi, 3 finishes point team NL will secure, and they will lose 1 player, Jesse, as the confrontation. But 14 teams, 52 players. The start was very much required. But talking about Liv Poka, well, this is also a region to worry out. This is also a region to challenge out. 2.5 minutes is almost over. Pretty decent time is almost, I think, very ready to chase on, very ready to move forward with. But 2.5 minutes is almost over. 14 teams, 52 players are surviving. 3.5 minutes is almost over. Talking about Milta, well, this is also a region to worry out, where we could see multiple drop clashes, multiple crowds. Well, beneath those things, guys, I'll request each and everyone to please go to hit that like button, subscribe the channel, share the stream. Apart from these things, if we move towards Milta, well, it's been a very synchronizing region to take on. It's a very synchronizing region to move forward with. Almost 14 teams, 50 players are surviving. Some of the teams could go with that healthy approaches, go with that a place point, or they could move with that man advantage into their favor. But it becomes very much important for each and every team to play with those man advantage, play with those morale into their favor, and play with those upbringing into their favor. But apart from these things, 4.5 minutes is almost over. You're having almost 2.5 minutes in your hand to complete the looting period, to complete all the loots, all the utilities which is required in the game for the upcoming times. But apart from those things, Liv Poker, well, this is still a moment, a heated moment, what we talk about, a calculated moment, what we wait for. But it's not going to be that much easy. 14 teams, 49 players are still standing down Milta. Well, there we could see some more clusters, some more crowds, but the fight initiation is still haven't taken place. 4.5 minutes is almost over. Let's see how will the teams, how will the players perform in the upcoming times. What will be their thinking, what will be their thought process right now, right here. It's not going to be that easy or that heavy load as well. Well, Well, I believe apart from these things, if we talk about another regions, well, some we are waiting for some fights, but the fights is still not in action. The players are moving very slowly, very stately. Talking about Liquid 5 esports, Nova Ripnoy, the Wrangle drop area, where they love some drop clashes, but right now they're on the safer side. No drop clash, no region to worry out. 13 teams, 48 players are standing right now, right here. And I believe this match could be a little on a slow phase, little on a a slower side, where teams would love to play for those place advantage. Teams would love to play for those man advantage, and we could see some amazing fight at those end zone. But right now I don't believe that there could be some rotation clashes or cluster between the game. Well, similarly, if we look at the time, 13 teams, so 48 players are surviving right now. And if we talk about the other regions, if we talk about the other progression, well, in Milta, players are getting closer to each other. Players are getting very close to each other. And I totally agree, this could be very much devastating. This could be very much challenging for the team, very much challenging for the players as well. If we talk about the time period, almost 6.5 minutes is over. 13 teams, 48 players are still standing right now, but the fights are still not being engaged. The fights are still not in action. Players are moving very slowly. Players are moving very stately, and it becomes very much surprising for each and every team that how will they perform out, what will be their results, and what will be the circumstances as well. It becomes very much chaotic for each and every team, for each and every players. But apart from those things, if we look towards those rotation clashes, well, Milta is the region to worry out. Milta is the progression to worry out, where we could see some drop clashes right now. Multiple teams are getting gathered out there. Talking about Novoripnoy, this is the silent region. This is the progressive region. I think to take on with the progressive region to move forward with. 7.5 minutes is almost over. Liquid 5 esports, MEOW, Catalan, Fury, and Ashi. Well, all of them are four-man standing with those 0 finishes point. Top 13 teams, top 48 alive players are still standing on. 7.5 minutes is almost over. But if we talk about the farm regions, well, the farm regions are still very much difficult. Ari, Maya, Logika, Sonia, Liberal, CHI, well, all of them are four-man standing with those 0 finishes point, and they must be struggling to get inside the zone, because they almost need to travel 4 to 500 meters, which is not that far. But if we talk about the next zone, it could be a little difficult for the team. But there we come across the rotation clashes. Team I8, Sana has been taken down. I don't think she was that much ready for the fight. Talking about Babia, well, she's been spotted. She's also been taken down, and it's none other than the one and only Templosai getting those height advantage, getting those perfect angle, or at those perfect point, those perfect point will always give you a upper hand, and that could be totally seen here as well. Going for the third one, and finally Sai is coming with that back-to-back 1v3. This is totally phenomenal to take on with, but 1v3, she has got those knock, but it is haven't got those finishes point yet, but she's still trying to confirm the kill points and get those kill points into her favor as well as team favor onto the another state. 8.5 minutes is almost over. Let's see, will team number 14, last player, I think, come back in this match and try to gather around again and get those finishes point again. But if you look at the timer, 9.5 minutes is almost over. Talking about the eastern parts of the region, well, this also becomes very much challenging. Team S2G, well, Penai MVP, Mary 444, Renti 444, all of them are four-man standing with those 4 finishes point into the backpack. They're almost on top 13 teams, top 43 alive players, and there comes the surprise attack. Penia MVP, I don't think she was ready at all. Elena, well, she's still standing there, applying those boosters and applying those energy drink at those right point will always give upper hand. 9.5 minutes is almost over. Elena is still waiting on with that AUG. She has got some more finishes point, but bigger trouble, bigger responsibilities onto our shoulder to maintain the man advantages. Some sniper rifles shots has been taken down. Nozzine sniper rifle, a very better gun to watch on. She is trying their level best. Mafias, if I'm not wrong, she is that last player standing for the team. Some running headshot could be seen. No, that was not that lucky enough. I think some cheeky shots could be also developed out here, but Mafias being that solo player standing for the team, I think she'll fall back and get those place point, get those position point for the team, at least from here to the end game. Well, if we talk about the other teams, well, 13 teams, 39 players are standing right now. And talking about the zone shift, well, some amazing zone shift could be also be forward. Team RE, Sonia, Laurel, CHI. Well, these are the two players standing for the team right now, and it could be very much difficult. It could be very much challenging for the teams. It could be very much challenging for the players, and very much difficult as well. Let's see how will they play off, and what will be the what will be the results right now. Well, I believe this could be very much struggling. This could be very much challenging for the team, for the players as well. Let's see how will they develop the same progression. Let's see how would be how would they develop the same potential onto the other end. But onto the other end, if we talk about the eastern parts of the region, this is also very much challenging. This is also very much crucial to move forward with. Team S2G, Elena is still waiting on. Talking about Liquid 5 eSports, I think Liquid 5 eSports is also looking in a great hold. Liquid 5 eSports is also looking in a great progression to move forward with. She is still waiting on. Fury, Catalin, MEOW, all of them are moving with that slow and steady approach, getting those man advantage, getting those progression. And there you go, MEOW was trying to get some more finishes point, but finally I think they has been eliminated. Fury and Ashi are the last two players standing. The responsibility is totally on Team Liquid 5. Revival is being done. The shoulders are getting heavy of Team Liquid 5 esports, especially of Ashi and Fury. And there you go, Fury has been taken down. MEOW is revived. T Ashi, I think she is looking in pressure. She is under pressure, and the trouble could be totally be in field. The match is going towards the end zone. The match is going, towards the end moment. 13 and a half minutes is almost over. AKM is in the hand of Ashi. 40 bullets. The whole responsibility depends on this. Finally, she is taking the time, she is taking the momentum, grabbing the momentum, but that grenade of Penny MVP was on point. Fury has also been taken down. MEOW, now she is being that last player standing for the team. Will she able to get that clutch? This is very much important. Getting those recall on right point, going for that 1v2. It's not at possible at any point. Team S2G, they are totally looking on fire, getting those 11 finishes point at those right point, and 11 finishes point, and they haven't lost any player, not a single player yet. This is what we were talking about. This is what the consistency, what the coordination, what the communication is meant for. 11 teams, so 33 players are standing on, and if we take the average, well, average almost looks like a 3 per player, 3 per team. And if we talk about the zone central part, Sanya and it's Lyral CHI, well, these are the last 2 players standing for the team. They haven't secured any finish point yet. They're almost on top 11 teams. top 33 players to be on with. But what we talk about the southern parts of the region, BV, Dinzer, Euphoria, XQ and Yagi, all of them are four men standing with those two finishes point. Some amazing sprays could be seen here. 15 and a half minutes is almost over. Talking about team number 5, they are still waiting, but the positive approach is that they have got few finishes point right now, which is very much possibly great to move forward with. You have a positive approach, you have a confidence to go on with. That is very much crucial. But similarly, 15 and a half minutes is almost over. Talking about BV, well, Dinzora, Euphoria, XQ and Yagi, they are four men standing with those two finishes point. Top 11 teams, top 32 live players can be seen in the top right position. Some amazing sprays have been also been taken. I don't think it's gonna be that much easy for any one of the team. 15 and a half minutes is over. Let's see how will they perform out and what will be the results as well. And there you go, Yagi, she is trying to get some more finish point, and there could be the struggling performance developed out. That was a pretty cheeky shot. First she was trying to hook up and then take the spray, then she got prone down, then she took the spray, and finally she got the knock. But the most important thing is to get those finishes point at those right point, because it becomes very much crucial. It becomes a very much challenging for each and every team to go forward with. But there she's coming with that second spray. She's totally playing phenomenally. She's getting those high level performance onto the right point. But currently the situation not looks that great for team number 4. Almost 2 players has been taken down, last 2 players standing. Revival could be a risky chance to take on, and there you go, I was saying that Revival is a risky chance. Serena, solo player standing, and the last option left out is that she should fall back and get those place point. But I don't think team number 15 will allow them to do so. And finally she has been eliminated. 17 and a half minutes is almost over. A pretty good time has been contributed out of the game. But yet, so what we talk about the zone formation, now the entertainment, now the clusters, now the crowd will come back in action, and finally we could enjoy some more piece of game. Well, on to the another end, if we talk about the northeastern parts of the region, S2G, Pena, MVP, Lina, Arentia, 444, and all of them are 3 men standing with those 11 finishes point into their favor. They are almost on top 10 teams, top 27 live players. 17 and a half minutes is almost over. Let's see how will they play off. Talking about the western parts of the region, 4LKWT, Jana and Nagma, all of them are 4 men standing with those 0 finishes point. 18 and a half minutes is almost over, which is a pretty decent time to move forward with. Team S2G have those start, team F2G has those aggression, those finishes point. But I don't think it's gonna be that much easy. I don't think it's gonna be that much possibly great for any team or any player. But team number 15, there comes the backstab. Team NL was pretty much ready and planned up for team number 15 to get those finishes point. They're already with 3 startup finish, and now they will try to expand it a lot. There comes in target team number 19, and whichever team will come within the path of team number 5, they'll try to crush them down. They'll try to destroy them down. 18 and a half minutes is over. What we talk about the zone formation, we can see 25 to 30% water in the zone. Some land areas are sophisticated. We could see some bridge area as well, and the zone is totally looking very much chaotic, very much entertaining, and a interesting match to be noted down. Some fishes could also be seen, some fishermen could also be seen down there as well. Some fisher women can be also be seen there. Talking about Mafias, she's been that solo player standing, surviving from the top top 16 to 17 teams till top 10, and I hope that she could get top 3 top 4 finishes point, and she could get those place point for the team, because struggling hard and getting here was very much difficult for that player. Well, 10 teams, 22 players are still surviving here. 19 and a half minutes is almost ready. Let's see how will the teams, how will the players now take the chance to get inside the zone, or they would be coming up with those finishes point here right now. And let's see what will be the results. But talking about the zone northern part, team 4L, Janu, Salman, Nagma and KWT, all of them are 4 men standing with those 1 finish point into their favor. Top 10 teams, top 22 alive players, some amazing tap shots have been taken down. In front of them it's another team number 10, looking in a great hold, looking in a great approach to move forward with MEOW Luna. Well, she's still surviving down the line, solo player for the team, and let's see how will they play off, what will be their results as well. 20 to 21 minutes is almost over. Team number 11 getting that aggressive approach is the part of their game style, but the question is that they should get inside the zone similarly. But Luna, I think she is trying to get those finishers point, and the team could be eliminated. And there you go, team MEOW will be get eliminated from here. But onto the other side, if we talk about the southeastern parts of the region, this is also looking a very much difficult. This is also looking a very much challenging for each and every team. 20 to 21 minutes is almost over, which is a pretty decent time to take on with, which is a pretty decent time to move on with. And it was very much difficult for each and every team. But right now, what we talk about the southern parts of the region, well, NLZ, Vitamin, Luna and Mochi, they are still standing right now, they're still holding right now, and it's very much crucial for each and every player. Well, on to the other end, what we talk about the BVXQ region, well, is that solo player standing for the team with those 6 finishes point into their favor. Top 7 teams, top 14, top 7 teams, top 14 alive players are still standing on, are still waiting on with that hold, are still waiting on with that progression. But it's not going to be that much easy, or that much crucial for any team or any player. The players are playing phenomenally with that same hold and a same progression. But similarly, onto the northern parts of the region, KWT, Nagma and Salma are still standing on, are still waiting on with that same progression, with that same holding. But down the ground, team NL could get that winner chicken dinner again, because the contemplation and what we talk about the holdings, what we talk about the maintenance, I think that is totally phenomenal to take on with. Well, on to the other end, what we talk about the zone shift. Well, zone shift is very much difficult. Well, talking about team S2I, they have got those 6 finishes point into their favor. They are almost on top 4 teams, top 9 alive players. 22 to 23 minutes is almost over. So a pretty good decent time is getting over for the time being. Let's see how will they move forward. Let's see how will they take on. But talking about team number 5, team NLZ is still waiting on, is still going on with that same aggression, is still going on with that same progression. 4 teams, 9 players are still standing on. Salma, Nagma, KWT are still waiting on with that same potential. If we talk about the western parts of the region, S2Y, Nifora, Moni is waiting on, is going on with that same hold. 23 to 24 minutes is almost over. We are going to towards the end game. 8 teams, 3 players. If we took an average, almost we would get those 3 to 2 players from every team. But still the chicken is very much far away from each and every team. Team number 5, I think this is the team to get that chicken dinner. This is the contending team to get that chicken dinner. But what we talk about team number 18, they are having those man advantage, they're having those compound advantage, and as well as they're having those zone advantage. So I believe team number 18 is going to take that chicken dinner. My prediction is for team number 18. And what we talk about top 2 teams, it almost looks like a 3v3 scenario where Luna is not getting a great cover or great hold to take on, but Nagma has been taken down. KWT and Salma are the last 2 players standing. This fight is moving towards that a 2v2 scenario, and one hard peak or one hard cover could always cause you a lot of trouble. Salma is going for that revival. Some revival will take on place, some grenades, some throwables are being used, and going on into that smoke cover will cause you a lot of trouble. You could get spotted, and if you get spotted, you could get eliminated at any point of the time right now. But let's see how will they play off. What will be the results? This scenario looks like a 3v3. They have a cover of those broken wall, which will help them a lot. And even they could take the cover of those stones as well, and some grenades on broken wall could change the game, and a table turning performance could be delivered right now. 25 minutes is almost over. KWT just on the edge of that broken wall. One good grenade and all of them, yeah, all of 3 players could be eliminated of team 4L, but the grenade is not onto the mark, not onto the point. One good grenade around those, broken walls will cause them a trouble. But Luna, well, she's been taken down, and last 2 players standing, Mochi and Vitamin, are the last 2 players standing for the team. Let's see what they will do. But right now, team number 18, they are looking in a very great trouble. Some amazing grenades by Vitamin, and surely I believe this could change the game. She is going for the revival. Will Luna able to get that revival? That was a grenade. Also Molotov towards KWT and Vitamin. I think that Molotov was totally on point, and some amazing grenades, some amazing throwable could change the position. But Mochi is going on with that DBS, and this is not the correct move to go on with. Finally, Mochi has done that mistake, and she will pay for it. Vitamin and Luna, well, they both are last 2 players standing. Vitamin is moving on with that EMP45, and I don't think it's the correct time to move in. Well, it's looking like a 1v1 revival is not a correct point to take on. Well, revival in front of your enemy, this is always very much difficult. And there you go, Vitamin, a wrong move. Luna behind the screen is still waiting on a good grenade, could change the game, and I think this grenade could cause Ninja down, going for the second one. Salma has been spotted down, and totally entertaining performance is delivered by a team NL. Well, they were totally fantastic to watch out. Total 12 finishes point has been secured by this team, and an amazing game, an entertaining game, an exciting game. The climax was totally very much entertaining, and the ticket, watching was totally worth it. But we'll take a short break, guys. We'll meet you after a short break. Till then, stay tuned and keep supporting us. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, finally we are here coming back with second match of the day, and the map is of Miramar. It's a very decent map to move forward with, but if we talk about the fly path, a diagonal fly path could be witnessed here. starting from those northern parts of the region and ending towards those southern parts of the region. A pretty difficult, a pretty decent flypath is mentioned out. But just a second, I'll check is everything going all right on stream or not. Just a second, guys. Well, yeah, coming back, we talk about the drop clashes, and team number 4, they are trying to indulge some amazing drop clashes right now, right here. Team NL, they got amazing winner chicken dinner in this match, last match, yeah, and I believe they could get some more amazing matches right now, right here. But talking about Team Liquid 5 eSports, last match was not good for the team, and particularly in this match, they're looking 4-man standing with those 0 finishes point. Talking about Pecado, well, this is also a region to worry out. This is also a region to trouble out and tackle down to each other, to compete with each other. But team number 19 looking at a great stance. The team IAT, this is a very aggressive, very phenomenal team to move forward with. But I don't think there's gonna be that much easy or that much crucial for any team or any players. But beneath those things, I'll also request each and everyone to please go do hit that like button, subscribe the channel, share the stream, and do show your support with your friends, with your mates. But similarly, onto the other end, talking about team number 19, they're also looking in a great hold, great approach to move forward with. Well, team number 5, they're also 4-men standing in front of them, the opponents. Team IH, well, they're also looking 4-men standing. Both of them haven't secured any finish point yet, but yes, they are waiting for some more gains. They are waiting for some more pros and some more cons. Let's see what will be the approaches and how will they perform out. Well, similarly, if we talk about the Pecado, well, this is also a very as I said, this is also a very decent region to move forward with. This is also a very decent region to take forward with. Teams would be very much entertaining to each other and very much clusterifying to each other to maintain the same progression, to maintain the same hold. And I don't think it's going to be that much easy for any of the team or any of the players to move forward with. This could contain a lot of cluster, a lot of crowd, and let's see how will the team number 19 perform out right now from right here. Some disturbance could also be created. Some disturbance could also be maintained, and this could cause a lot of trouble. This could cause a lot of clusters. But similarly, onto the other end, if we talk about team number 14, they're also 4-men standing with the 0 finishes point. Team I8, they're waiting on for the right point, for the right time, where they could get some more finishes point, where they could get some more clusterified points, clusterified players. But right now, 4.5 minutes is over, and let's see what will be their upcoming results and upcoming scenarios. Well, the engagement of fights is not being processed out. If you look at the teams, some major drop clash could be seen, where we could see 2, 3, 4 players at a time containing those drop clashes. But we haven't seen any of the team getting those drop clashes at those right point, at those right areas right now. They are moving with that slow and steady approach. Team number 4, well, they could be seen 4-men standing with those 0 finishes point yet, and this could also be very much disturbing and challenging for each and every team. Let's see how will they play off, what will be their results, what will be their momentums. 5.5 to 6 minutes is almost over. Talking about the Pecado region, this is also looking very much clusterifying and very much challenging. Ravan, Hard Luck, it's Kropika as well as Rafoda. Well, all of them are standing right now. All of them are waiting right now. 6.5 minutes is almost over. Talking about team number 14. Well, team number 14 is also waiting on to the other end. They are also holding on, but they haven't lost any player, or they haven't gained one of the players from their side. So this is a little disturbing. This is little challenging to move forward with. But still the question is the same, that what will be the results. Team number 19 is still waiting on and still moving on with that same aggression. Well, before we move forward with, I would love you guys to, just I'll request you one thing to please, guys, go do hit that like button, subscribe the channel, share the stream, and please do show your support. And there you go, it's I8 Pavana. Well, finally, the first pick has been taken down. Sana who's trying to get some more finishes points. Sana is trying to get, get some more holdable and doable approach right now at those right point. But similarly, 13 teams, 47 players, so as we can see, are still alive right now. The first zone shrink could be seen in the Picado region, which is the heart of Miramar. Is totally getting those action, is totally getting those entertaining points. But team number 19, they are 4 men strong with those 2 finishes points. They haven't lost any one of the players, but still going with that same aggression, but still going with that same progression to move forward with. 7.5 minutes is almost over. Karapika is having a great responsibility on her hand and her shoulders, and finally she'll take that last blow and she'll get some more finishes one. But one more, I think, problem is that it's team number 17 going for the second one, going for the second round. They have almost secured those 3 finishes point, and the question is that will they able to get some more finishes point from here right now. Right here, 12 teams, 45 players are surviving. 8.5 minutes is almost over, and after this fight I don't think we will be able to see a lot of fights back to back, because the zone is very big, the teams and players are very less, and other thing, if there's high in demand, we could rarely see the fight in the second zone. But let's wait and watch what will happen. Well, I'll request each and everyone to please go do hit that like button, subscribe the channel, share the stream, and do show your support to your friends, to your mates, and please share the stream with them also, BGMI mates and PUBG mates similarly. But talking on to the other end, team number 19, they are trying to push in, they're trying to get those areas, get those progression. 9.5 minutes is almost over, which is a pretty decent momentum to chase out with. Team number 17, they're also waiting on, they're also holding on. Some ultimate goals, some ultimate plans are there to be mentioned out, some ultimate plans are there to be chase out. Let's see what will be the results, what will be the momentum. 9.5 minutes is almost over. Apart from Picado, I can't see a fight anywhere else. I can't see a upcoming fight anywhere else. So this is also very much disturbing. This is also very much challenging. 12 teams, 44 players are standing right now. They are waiting on, and let's see how will they introduce the fights. Well, 9.5 minutes is almost over. In front of them, it's another team moving forward with that same aggression. If we talk about Liquid 5 eSports, MEOW for the time being has been taken down. She's been down. The total responsibilities on Ashi, Fury, Cataline, all of them are almost looking like 4 men standing, with those 0 finishes pointed to their favor. A good stable, a good doable approach is being maintained out by the players, is being maintained out by the teams. 10.5 minutes is almost over. Let's see how will they move forward. Let's see what will be their results, what will be the momentum in front of them. It's another team, team number 16, with those 3 men standing advantage. They haven't secured any finish point yet. They're almost on. Top 12 teams, top 43 alive players, and the momentum is being a little bit chased out, little bit aggressed out, progressed out. And the question is still the same, that how will they perform out, what will be the results, what will be their momentum, because I don't think they could move with that same strategy, or they could move with that same momentum. Ashi, MEOW, Fury, they are still standing on, they're still waiting on, they're still holding on in a good progression, a good hold could be maintained off. But Ashi, I believe she is offline right now, looking AFK around those regions. But Team INT, they have almost secured those 4 finishes point with those 4 men strong advantage. Let's see how will they move forward and what will be their results as well. Well, if we talk about Kurapika, I think she's looking in trouble. Some surprises, even some surprise attack could be given to the opponents, and finally she is going for that. Let's see, will she able to take that pick or not? And finally, Kurapika is coming with that surprise attack. She'll get that pick very much phenomenally, very much hardly. And finally, if I talk about the finishers point total, 6 finishes point, which is high in demand. I think it is secured by the opponents, it's secured by the players. 12 and a half minutes is almost over. Let's see what will be the upcoming stanzas and how will they move on up from here right now. But 12 and a half minutes is over. Talking about those eastern parts of the region, this is also looking very much difficult to move on with. This is also looking very much crucial to chase on with. Let's see what will be the players, what will be the teams holdings, how will they move on. And there you go, MEOW 777Y, finally she has been taken down. Perfect a cause of elimination is being done right now, right here. But I don't think it's gonna be, no, it's going to be sophisticated for the particular time. 12 and a half minutes over. Liquid 5 esports, they are coming back in action, though they haven't secured any finish point. But question is still same, how will they take on in the further upcoming times? Well, I totally agree, this could be very much difficult, this could be very much challenging for each and every team. Talking about the zone central part, this is also looking very much crucial. This is also looking very much challenging for each and every team, and some troubles could also be created. So before the troubles create, I think you should be ready for those fight, you should be ready for those momentalized process. And right now, what we talk about the consistency, because 13 to 14 minutes is almost over, so you should be very much consistent with your work, very much consistent with your holds. 11 teams, 37 players are surviving right now. 14 and a half minutes is almost over, and a pretty decent task is given to the players. A pretty decent task is given to the team, and they should deliver it out very much holdably. They should deliver it out with very much challengeably. Similarly, talking about Catalan, she's trying to get some more pick. A Groza shot has been taken down, and Devala, if I'm not wrong, she's been taken down. So multiple picks, multiple shots, multiple action is in process. But how will they play off? What will be the final result? This is a very important note to chase out. Well, similarly, if we talk about team number 4, they're also looking in a good hold. They're also looking in a good progress to chase on with 4-man standing. They haven't secured any finish point yet. They're almost on top 10 teams, top 35 alive players. And a pretty good task, pretty good momentum is being maintained out. 15 and a half minutes is almost over. Talking about the northeastern parts of the region, well, MEOW Luna is still waiting on, is still holding on, and aggressive shots have been taken down. 9 teams, 31 players are standing for the time being. 15 to 16 minutes is almost over, and let's see what will be their final results, what will be their final momentum. But talking about Pecado, well, Pecado is a pretty decent region to move forward with. Well, some amazing clusters, some amazing grades have been moving on. 9 teams, 31 players, half of the time is over. And what will be the upcoming scenarios? Almost a match of 7 to 8 minutes is left out, and what will be the result? This is going to be very much important to take on. Okay, so well, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to the last match of the day, and the map is of totally of Sanhok, full of those heal battle, full of those entertainment, and let's see how will the players, how will the team perform in this particular match. But without wasting any time, if we talk about the fly path, they we are coming up with a decent fly path to maintain out with, totally shifted towards these northern parts of the region, starting from those western part of the region, ending toward those eastern parts of the region. A pretty decent fly path as we can witness. Is totally mesmerized. Talking about the zone central parts of the region, well, there you go. It's team number 15. They're almost 4 men standing with the zero finishes man boot camp. Oh my goodness, 4 to 5 teams is almost there around boot camp. In boot camp, we will look towards almost 3 teams can be witnessed out, and let's see what will be the results. Let's see what will be the momentum as well. Well, I don't think it's gonna be that much easy for anyone of the team. I have to talk about team number 9. They're looking 4 men standing with a decent weapon with a decent hold into their favor. 15 teams, 56 players are still standing down the line. But what we talk about the consistency, what we talk about the gunpowder or skill set, especially in the regions like bootcamp, we always need those teamwork and those communication, those coordination on those right point, right areas to maintain out with. But if we look at the time, well, it's totally been started right now. Only talking about Kampong. This is also a very challenging region to mention out. This is also a very challenging region to tackle down with. 1.5 2 minutes is almost over. Let's see how will the teams, let's see how will the players move forward. But boot camp, almost 3 to 4 teams are barely being ready there, to engage the fight, to get the fight, to get those finishes point, and maintain the same amount of progression, maintain the same amount of holdings right now from right here. But as we can see, team number 19 players have been taken down one by one. We are fully getting targeted, we are fully getting challenged out, and these challenges could create a lot of more trouble there. But what we talk about team number 15, well, they're also 4 men standing with those zero finishes point. They're almost on top 14 teams, top 51 alive players. A pretty good hold, a pretty good momentum has been maintained out by the players, has been maintained out by the teams. But this is not it. What we talk about bootcamp gives you a lot of confidence, lot of fear, lot of tackles, lot of skill set, and a good gunpowder to chase on with your enemies. But let's see which team will finally get that a role in the bootcamp, and who will stay till last survivor breath in the bootcamp. Total 11 teams, 49 players are still standing right now, and the second is still very far away. Well, almost if we look at the teams, almost we look at the players, 14 teams, 49 players are standing down the line, and team 13, team MST, they're looking they're not looking a great hold because they're having those man advantage. Is MX missed fee, he's been taken down. Hazel now being that last player, as we can see, the total responsibility is onto her shoulder. She had to maintain a lot of trouble, she had to maintain a lot of crowd and cluster at those right point, and finally Hazel has been spotted, has been taken down. Team number 9 is totally getting those momentums, is totally getting those chase into the right point, into the right favor. But this is not it, guys. You should be very much ready, you should be very much tackled out with the position. 13 teams, 46 players are still standing on. 4.5 minutes is almost over. This is a very good time where you could get those loot, as well as you could get those get those momentum. But right now the question is that how will you perform out, how will you maintain out the same consistency. Talking about the ruins region, well, the ruins region is also very much crucial. Ruins region is also very much chased out to watch out. It's also looking very much stabilizing to move forward with. The team should be very much ready, team should be very much looking good, getting in a great condition. But team S2, they are totally 4 men standing with those zero finishes point. They're almost on top 13 teams, and the players are quite splitted down. The players are quite far away from each other, and this could be little troubling, this could be little challenging for the team. But with challenges comes opportunity, and if you grab those opportunity at those right time, I totally agree. It will give you a lot of stuffs to maintain further. Well, finally, if we look at the time right now, 12 teams, 42 players are still surviving down. 5.5 minutes is almost over. Coming back to the boot camp, well, if we see to the boot camp again, well, there you go. It's a very decent proclaiming region to maintain out with 11 teams. 38 players are standing right now, right here. A very difficult task. Could be maintained out. A very difficult decision should be maintained out right now, right here. But 5.5 minutes is almost over. They're moving very immensely. Team number 15 not looking in a great hold, not looking in a great progression to chase out with 6 minutes, which is a very, chasing time. Team number 15, they are having 4 finishes point. They're having a good confidence over here. They're having a good confidence over their team as well. But finally, they need to grab out those confidence into the right point, into the right position. Otherwise, I don't think it's going to be worth it at all. It could cause you a lot of trouble. It could cause you a lot of challenges at any point of the time, at any point of the game. And let's see what will be the results of players and teams right now. Which team will win the boot camp right now? And there you go. It was almost looking like a 1v2, and finally a 1v2 is chased out by team number 15, and they almost got 5 finishes point, which is a pretty good bluff to create on with. And finally team number 15, with that pick, they'll get this area, they'll get the boot camp under themselves. And finally they have secured 7 finishes point, and they're almost on top 10 teams. Top 32 live players at 7.5 minutes is almost over. And the roar of team number 15 is totally being heard in overall boot camp. But if we talk about other fights, finally teams are very respectfully waiting, calmly moving, slowly moving, steadily, I think, going on and off in the game. But it's gonna be little difficult. It's gonna be little challenging for each and every team. It's gonna be little challenging for each and every player. How will they move on? What will be their results? What will be their momentums right now, right here? It's not gonna be that easy, or it's not gonna be that much clusterifying for any one particular team right now, right here. Well, talking about apart from zone, talking about harder regions apart from zone towards those western parts of the region. Team number 6, I think they are ready for those heal battle. 16 first aid is secured by Cataline. If we talk about Fury, she's having 2 first aid. Talk about MEOW, she's having 6 first aid. Almost a 22 to 23 first aid is being secured by Team Liquid 5 eSports. But you should utilize those first at those around end zone around 14th 4th zone or 5th zone, when you could get those top 3 top 4 position. Utilizing it right now, I don't think it's worth it. Well, similarly on to the another end, if we talk about the other regions, if we talk about the eastern parts of the region, this also becomes very much difficult. This also becomes very much challenging for the teams, very much challenging for the players to chase out and maintain the same progression to be maintained off. For talking about the boot camp region, well, boot camp is also a better region to chase out with. Boot camp is also very clusterifying region to maintain out with. 9 teams, 31 players, 2 players has been taken on. The last player Yagi standing. Last match was very beautiful for this team, and particular for Yagi as well. But right now I think she missed something, and she'll be eliminated very soon. 8 teams, 28 players, and let's see how will they moving forward in this particular game, in this particular match, because the competition is not getting that high, or not getting that high or rich in demand. But finally, what will be the upstandings, what will be the upholdings? This becomes very much important. This becomes very much crucial to watch out. Well, within these things, I'll request each and everyone to please go do hit that like button, subscribe the channel, share the stream, and do show your support with your friends, with your mates, because your support becomes very very much important for each and everyone. And talking about other players, talking about other teams, eastern parts, I think most 4 men standing with those zero finishes point. They're almost on top 8 teams, top 28 alive players. 11 minutes is almost over, which is a very appreciating time. And now the scenario is like that. There are not more number of teams, there are not more number of players, because if we look about the teams, look about the players, 8 teams, 28 players are standing on, 8 teams and 28 players are holding on. And let's see where we could see fights, where we could see some more aggression and chaos right now, right here. Well, similarly, on to the another end, if we talk about the zone shrink, well, zone shrink is pretty appreciable, pretty, challenging as well for teams and for the players as well, because you need to get inside the zone, you need to get the hold, get the progression on those right plays. But talking about the southeastern parts of the region, team 11, team S2, well, I believe they are totally prepared. They are totally, in a holdable approach to maintain on with. They are totally, looking very much aggressive and very much sharp to move on with. 8 teams, 28 players, team NL. I believe in the last to last match they got the winner chicken dinner, and this match becomes very much important as well. How will they play on, and what will be their results as well? This is also very much crucial and very much challenging to watch out for each and every team. Well, if we look at team number 11, they're looking in a great hold. Some knocks have been put forward by team number 5. Some amazing picks have been taken down, but they haven't secured any finish point, which is very decent, which is very challenging. 8 teams, 28 players are surviving right now, right here. And the chicken dinner is a little far away, but it's coming close and close by the time. If you look at the time, 13 minutes is only and only over. And last, I'll not say last, I'll say top 8 teams, top 28 players are surviving. If we look at Moni and Nifora, well, both of them has been taken down, and it could be very much difficult, it could be very much challenging for both of the teams and both of the players right now, that how will they survive, what will be their holdings, what will be their momentums to tackle down with, to chase down with. And 13 to 14 minutes is almost over. Let's see, more than 50% of the time when this is over, what will be the positioning. Well, similarly, if we look at the time, 8 teams, 26 players are surviving right now. It could be created at those southeastern parts of the region, where team number 11 is already having their camp around those region, already having those, progressive approach around their region. It could be very much struggling. It could be very much challenging for, the teams, very much challenging for the players. Let's see how will they move forward. Let's see how will they chase on, or what will be their results as well, because it's not going to be that much easy, because it's not going to be that much crucial for any one of the team or any one of the player. Difficulties could be maintained on, but talking about the northwestern parts of the region, it's still looking very much crucial. It's still looking very much astonishing for the team and for the player to be chased, to maintain out with triple four still going on with that EMP45. She's still trying to get some more finishes points, some more cluster and chaos are being created right now. Talking about team number 4, they're also on a good hold, they're also on a good potential to maintain on, but there comes the Molotov, a surprise attack which was not totally expected, is coming back in action. And team number 12, I think some difficulties, some challenges. I think this has been shocked. Well, I totally agree. This could be a bit clusterifying. This could be a bit challenging for each and every player. How will the players, how will the teams attack on right now, or maintain the progression right now? But the position as we can see currently, is totally favored to Team Liquid 5 esports. They are two men standing. They haven't secured any finish point yet. Maintain the same hold in the upcoming times in action with that same hold and that same chasing approaches. Well, five teams of 14 players are standing down the line, and if we talk about the fights, Liquid 5 Cataline, she's been the momentums to chase out with, but it's not going to be that easy or that slow to maintain. Now, talking about another team, Team NL. First match was a chicken dinner for this team totally, and if we talk about this match, this could also be a deciding match for the day for particularly this team, because they've almost secured four finishes point, and they're going to grab out, they're going to grab out from some more finishes point, some more numbers. So five teams, 13 players are being seen. Team number 10 getting a good hold, getting a good to the other end. Finally, she's been taken down one by one. Some difficulties have been created, some difficulties have been used, and of course, this could create a lot of challenge. This could create a lot of clusters, lot of crowd for the time being. Let's see what will be the results. But right now, five teams, 11 players. Heal battle is also a protective chance. Catalina is finally coming with that heal by her itself. Well, similarly, on to the other end, if we talk about the other teams, so if we look at some other heal battles, I don't think it's going on. And there you go. I'm very much surprised about Leo LCHI. Yesterday match, if I remember, yesterday also she was doing a heal battle. In fact, from the starting itself, she is coming with that heal battle with those 42 first aids. This is totally, mesmerizing to watch out. Back to back first aids are being popped out, and if she doesn't do any mistake, I totally agree, she'll be just on top, because 42 first aid, this is what we were talking about. This is what we were wait for. This is what we were, this is what we were calling for, because five teams, 10 players, I think it's very much difficult for any one of the team to maintain out the same hold, maintain out the same progression. Well, there are a lot other difficulties as well inside the zone. Some amazing challenges are also being created inside the zone. Some amazing, clusters are also being created inside the zone. And similarly, if we talk about Cataline, well, a bigger responsibilities is onto her shoulder as well. She's being the solo player standing, and last six first aid left out. I don't think she'll be able to grab a bigger position than this. What we talk about top 3 position or top 2 position, it could be very much difficult. It could be very much challenging for the team, and very much internal parts inside the zone areas. I think this inside the area which could get those position point very easily without, without a lot of difficulties or a lot of struggle. And this is what we talk about, this is what we were waiting for. But if we talk about Cataline, she'll be get eliminated. And onto the another end, if we talk about those heal battle by Leorel, still 24 first aid is down the line. And this is what we talk about, this is what we maintain for amazing game. Amazing chasing scenarios is finally being developed out. Well, finally, she's on top 2, and within a snap, those 20 first aids will not give her a lot of, stubble. But if she could, go for those, top more 37-second, which will cost around her more, acquired by Team NL. But onto the another end, if I talk about Leoral CHI, she's having 15 first aid, which is also pretty good, which is also, pretty challenging. And finally, the heal battle is over, and the chicken dinner is secured by Team NL with a great number of finish point, which is almost 8 finishes per into the. We'll meet you after a short break. Till then, stay tuned. And the short break is not only of 2 days. We'll take a short break of 2-3 days, and we'll meet after a short break in a new year with some new matches.